we don't need to explore or drill several sites if you are very accurate when you are where you are exploring. So also from an environmental standpoint, from a permitting standpoint, everything becomes easier and all our exploration programs now are based on this exploration with AI.
All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. Joining me now is the Chief Financial Officer of Aclara Resources, Francois Motte. Francois, good to see you again. How are you?
I'm very good, Steve. Very happy to be here again.
Yeah, good to have you along, especially when you've got a really interesting announcement out from the company that you've received a sizable grant in order to do some work using artificial intelligence. So tell me a little bit about the agency that this money's coming from.
Of course, this agency is from the government of Chile. They are called the Corporation to Support the Future Production in Chile. And basically, no, their focus is to invest in technology. So companies can develop technology, no, to support the growth of new businesses in Chile. And this is exactly what we have presented, no, with this project of artificial intelligence and exploration.
Yeah, so this grant is for $730,000, and with what you're putting in as a company, and it's about $1 million program. So tell me how the AI is going to be used within what Aclara is doing.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. Look, everything started around 2 years ago. No, when I joined Aclara, I studied innovation and business development, and most of my master was in relation to how to apply artificial intelligence, no, and get value of it. And basically, it's exploiting the databases you have, no, either internally in the company or databases that you can acquire or that are free available for you to use. As you know, in the exploration area, no, the government manage a lot of free available information for companies to explore, no, and in our 5 years that we are in already in this industry, since we purchased the company, we started the company, we have been generating a lot of data. But it's not only generating data, it's understanding how this data correlates very well with the finding of no new deposits, in this case, ionic clay deposits, no. So we have perfected all the parameters that correlate very well to the finding of rare earths in ionic clays. And ionic clays are very suitable for this type of exploration with AI because they are very superficial. So everything that you find in the surface of the ground correlates very well because these deposits only deepen between 20 to 30 meters. It's not that you're looking something a kilometer below and that it becomes much harder. So this technology applies very well. What we're focusing exactly with this grant is that this is a multivariable model. It's an algorithm that you put enormous amounts of different types of data from images, from geochemical analysis that we have gathered and so on. One of these layers that we are going to be working in one of these layers of information to relate it to the finding of birds, especially. So no, we already have our model, and this will help to fine tune the accuracy of the model based on what in one of these layers. And I cannot talk too much about it because my scientist will kill me if I disclose too much. But if we are successful with this layer, it could open a lot of the possibilities in exploring, and not only in Chile, but globally for this type of ionic clay deposits.
Francois, the amount of data that you're talking about and all putting into this advanced learning machine and using AI could potentially take, someone, much longer to do. Does it speed up the process as well by using this type of
Ooh,
machine learning?
you cannot even imagine. So basically, it's time that we win because these are processes that you can run them in weeks instead of you can take manually potentially years to do it. It's just potentially we cannot do it if it would be manual. It's just too much data. It's too difficult to correlate. We need the machines to do it for us, and so you earn time, you earn accuracy, and we at the end save a lot of cost, no, in relation to exploration. And when we aim, we don't need to explore or drill several sites if you are very accurate when you are where you are exploring. So also from an environmental standpoint, from a permitting standpoint, everything becomes easier and all our exploration programs now are based on this exploration with AI. No? And this is
Yeah.
happening again for the last year. we are receiving good results, no, and we will be announcing them. And when we announce the good results of exploration, of course, no, we're going to disclose a little bit more of how we did this.
All right. Well, we look forward to more on that. We'll have you back to talk about it for sure, Francois. Thank you so much. Really exciting and cutting edge stuff that you're doing, and we look forward to continuing to follow that story. Okay.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Steve.
All right. There's Francois Mott. He is the Chief Financial Officer for Aclara Resources.